And we are back, and I am so excited to dive into this content. If you caught Lauren Alcorn, who's a psychiatric nurse practitioner, on our last episode, we talked a lot about a lot of things and how to really get unstuck. Like, what makes us stuck? How do we get stuck? How do we get unstuck? We talked about symptoms and signals and not making it our identity, but looking at it as a clue. And we talk about she said something fancy, which is the sympathetic system state, and she talked about kind of her structure around it, of nourishing our bodies and anchoring with our intentions and nurturing our mindset. And we left with that, with the concept of nurturing our mindset is the most powerful tool in healing. And so that's today's topic, is nurturing our mindset. What does that mean and how do we do it? And so we're going to dive right in. Lauren, the floor is yours. Let's talk nurturing our mindset and why it's the most powerful tool in healing.
So I said on the first episode that so much of the care that I bring, the frameworks that I build are very biblically rooted. And, you know, we are all from God's image and biologically, again, we're all created the same. Our physical body functions really similarly. And what really makes us unique is God's gift to us, and that is our mindset, our choice to choose, to feel, to think, our free will. And every single cell in our body is listening to that instruction. It's listening to what you're thinking and how you're feeling. And it is absolutely the most powerful tool to shift not only how you're seeing the world, how you're handling the world, but also how your physical body is functioning.
So, what does that mean? How does that look like? Walk me through this. I'm ready to nurture my mindset, and
Okay.
I don't even know where to start.
All right, let's think of it like this. Everyone, we get stuck in the, again, the kind of the conventional healthcare system said it's our genetics, right? Well, our genetics hasn't really changed all that much, but what has changed is in the environment at which those genetics are playing out. So I want you to imagine a blueprint of a house. Okay. That blueprint is what you're given and you have to work with it. Now, how it's built out is what we have control over, at least to some degree. Are we to build out that blueprint? Are we hiring the best carpenters and are we getting the highest quality materials? And do we have the plumbers and electricians and everything that we need to build a solid structure? And or did we get the cheapest materials available? Did we hire the people that, are careless and they're just trying to throw things together?
Mm.
Because when we do that, that's when we have leaks and cracks in the foundation, things start to fall apart. So certainly if you think about that blueprint of your genetics, like what we eat matters, the things that are we putting into our body, how we're moving our body, those are all different structures that start to build out that framework. But the most, again, powerful tool is our mindset and the things that we're thinking that's sending information to that blueprint of how to build out.
I love that analogy. That really sinks in for me. And now I mean, that makes a lot of sense, right? Like, our mindset is the root cause of a lot of things, a lot of our issues, a lot of mental health, a lot of emotional health, a lot of it, right? So, what does it look like to nurture it? Like, where do we start, right? So, we have listeners that are in different spaces,
Hmm.
in different seasons of mindset management. And so, maybe start with like the baby beginner of like,
Okay.
how do I do this? And then maybe like talk a little bit more advanced to somebody
Sure.
who's done some mindset work.
What I want, just to understand the power of our mindset and how it changes our like, how our body's functioning, because everyone's experiences have you ever been in a situation where someone, like, jumps out and screams at you? I'm such a, like, a a a highly excitable person when someone jumps out at me, and I immediately if that's someone scares me, my heart rate goes up, I get hot, I get a little nauseous, like, it's an instant reaction, and that is a mindset. That is how I'm interpreting that situation, and within milliseconds, my body is responding to that fear receptor in my mind. So that I just want people to actually feel like your mind is absolutely sending signals to your body because you can have the exact same situation. And if you didn't have a mindset of fear and where it's like, I knew this was coming, it's no big deal. I interpret it the same way, but I'm sending different signals to my body. I don't have that same reaction. So just to like, we know how powerful our mindset is. We feel it in a very acute setting, but we need to remember that that's happening all day long on a different scale.
It's interesting because this morning I'm getting my 2-year-old ready, and he freaked out about something, like, in the corner of the room, like, freaked out, runs up in my bed, like, cuddles up next to me, like, scared to death, and I'm looking to see what happened, and it was a shadow. The way that the light was hitting, it was like I could see how he would have been scared by that shadow.
Mhm.
And that, like, kinda that what you just shared just kinda reminded me of that, of, like, I can look at that same shadow and go, "That's a shadow," but he looks at it and it's, like, panic state, he's scared to death. The
Yeah.
exact same thing, but his mindset says it's scary, my mindset knows it's a shadow.
Correct. So your physiological body responded differently. His
Right.
got really like fidgety and,
Yeah,
again, I'm sure he
he's
got
scared.
hot and flushed and all
Yeah,
the things. And were you, your physiology didn't really change that much because you didn't need to respond to any threat or fear.
right.
Um, and so that kind of bridges on now. So now that we can recognize, hey, my mindset is absolutely powerful. Now, again, that's kind of an extreme state, but we, unfortunately, in our world, our modern woman is living in like maybe that's 100%. We're living at like 80% of like just that stressed mindset. So even
Wait,
though it's not as
pause me for a minute.
obvious,
What
yeah.
is that what are you saying? You're saying, like, the average woman in our society today is living at 80%. Give me what do you mean?
So, I mean, like, that intense intensity of that sympathetic state, we'll
Yeah,
call that 100% where that intense fear where our body's responding
yeah,
to that. We're gonna call that 100%.
yeah,
We're living at a chronic state at, like, 80%, meaning,
wow,
hey, we're worried about the next,
yeah,
meeting we have to go to. We're worried about getting our kids to their next activity on time. We're worried about, what the latest trend is or what people are saying about me on social media or, you know, feeling
that is
like we're not good
exhausting.
enough. It's right,
It
and
is
it's
so true.
so it's those same fear receptors and emotional responses that are telling our body, "Hey, like, be on alert because look at all these things that are going
Yeah,
on." And so it might not be as obvious to our physical body, but it is happening.
yeah. That really speaks to me so deeply. It's so true. I mean, it, like, never shuts off. It almost, like, makes me a little emotional of, like, "Whoa."
Mhm.
I'm living at 80% of, Jack's reaction to the shadow.
Yeah,
I mean, that
yeah,
really, like, always
yeah,
vigilant, aware, concerned, worried, thinking, stressed, analyzing, all of it.
yeah. And we need to be able to get up to that 100%, it keeps us safe, but we need to live at 10%.
Yeah, that sounds great. What does that look like?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something the world is not getting any less chaotic. Stress
Right.
isn't going anywhere. So
Yeah.
we have to change our mindset on how we are interpreting it because stress is only stress if we think it's stress.
Mm. I hate to dumb it down this simply, but this, like, clicks for me of, like, I need to live reminding myself this is just a shadow. Like, this is not
Yeah.
worth
This
making
is
it
not the major threat that
right,
I'm interpreting it as.
right, right. Um, so it really starts with, like, how do I perceive it? What am I telling myself about it? And,
Mhm.
Lauren, it's easy in theory, like, yes, I hear
Oh,
what
yeah.
you're saying, right? But then when I am doing XYZ and something is triggered in me, it's what I
Yeah,
know and what I do are different.
absolutely. And so this comes to that point where this is not as soon as I hear this information, I can apply it, we're good to go, right?
Right.
Like, this takes a lot of intention that if I want to feel different, I have to do different, and so I have to recognize where am I where is my mindset keeping me stuck?
So can we dive into that a little bit and let's speak
Mhm.
to some, like, actual things that you've seen with patients and clients of, like, what is a common mindset? What are some common examples? What are some ways that women have made progress and how have they made progress? Do you know what I'm asking?
Yes. So I would say the areas that we still get stuck on is like this idea around control, trying to control for our environment. Like if I just know enough information, if I control these things, then everything should happen and it should be good and nothing bad should happen.
Yeah.
And that's not the reality that we live in. Like the next shoe will drop.
Yeah.
I have that statement a lot when women come in, they're like, "I'm just waiting for the next shoe to drop." And I'm like, "Of course it's gonna drop. No one walks around with one shoe, like, something is gonna happen, right?" Um, so it's instead of, like, trying to prepare and fight for this to like, the next thing to happen, just say, "Yeah, you know, there are gonna be more stresses. I am gonna go through hard things, but it's okay because I can go through hard things, and I'm equipped to do it."
What I'm almost hearing, it's this like surrender.
Mhm, absolutely.
It's like this releasing control. It's this what I think God is working on me with is like my self-sufficiency. Like I don't have to play God.
Mhm, 100%.
In fact, I screw it up when I do.
Well, and that's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, I know that we need to have better nervous system regulation so that you can get into a state of healing, but then your body is what heals. I don't heal you. The next
Right.
supplement or medication or trend or fad doesn't heal you.
Right.
Your body heals itself when you allow it and give it the things it needs to do so.
Wow. My body heals itself when I allow it to heal, when I take the
Yeah.
stressors out of here.
I mean, think about this. If you get a cut on your hand, how often, and I mean, I know certainly that is not fun thing for some people, but we know in general that cut is going to heal. I don't have to do anything for it. Keep it clean and dry and make sure I don't, irritate it more, but it's going to heal. I have full faith in that. Well, our internal body is capable of the exact same things if we just care for it and nourish it and don't irritate it.
Yeah. So I hear you and I'm loving this topic, but I am needing like I need to walk away with Nadine. I You can do XYZ in order to like I'm s- I'm getting this concept up here. I don't know how to
Yeah.
apply it in my life.
All right. This is where it gets a little complicated because where every woman is in a different place. Some
Right.
women need to work on their mindset and working of letting go of control and identifying their emotions and what's triggering them and learning how to see stress differently.
Yeah.
Some women need to work on more of the anchoring and the belief side of things. And some women need to work more on the what are we doing with our physical body and our habits, you
Mhm.
know? And certainly there are cases where we need a little bit more than that, where guidance and finding a good practitioner come in and looking a little deeper, but everything has to start at that foundation. So the foundation of just giving our body its basic biological needs, being nurturing our mindset, giving ourselves um, that that mindset support, anchoring in our beliefs. If we can get those three things down, everything else that we might need to take a deeper root in will still it'll get easier.
It's good. Okay. Okay. And so I'm receiving this and I'm like, okay, so now I want to almost build my toolbox of
Hmm.
mindset support. Like I'm thinking about, ooh, maybe every morning I can do some gratitude or every
Wonderful. Yeah.
right. So I'm trying to think of like what can I put
Okay.
in my toolbox to build like my mindset support. So when I am triggered, instead of going to that trigger, I go, oh wait, I have a toolbox. Let me go look at my toolbox and see what I
Okay.
can use. What would you
All
put in
right.
there? What are some things that would help?
We're going to start with the identification part of it because I'm going to reiterate that from
Yes.
our last episode. So, when you have a symptom, I need you to vocalize, I am feeling anxious right now and my body's trying to tell me something.
Yep.
So, I need to listen,
Okay.
not I am anxious or I have anxiety. We're disconnecting from that. So, we want to I, use our words because remember every cell in our body is listening to us to say, I'm paying attention to you. I know I'm experiencing this thing, but I'm not going to claim it and make it mine.
So good. Okay.
So then the next step is okay, let's look at the basics. How did I sleep last night? If I didn't
Mm,
sleep well, all right, let's make sure I'm doing a few extra things to make sure I get a better night's sleep tonight. Or maybe it's hydration. I'm going to drink that one extra bottle of water before I grab the coffee. Or I'm going to, get that protein in before I grab my muffin or snack. Um, the movement, I'm going to do 10 minutes of just stretching today. Maybe it's I go up and down the stairs one extra time today. It doesn't have to be big, it's just setting up those basics. The mindset piece, maybe it's I need to let go of a stress. Like looking at my to-do list, there's some things that I just have to let go. Not because I can't get them, but because right now I'm in a state of crisis and I just need to find stability and I can't operate strong when I've got too much on my plate. So what can I let go of?
That's good.
And then who can I connect with? Because we can't heal and we need people. So who can I reach out to that says, here, I'm going through this thing. I need some help and support getting through it. Who can I connect with and anchor within my connections to help me
Yeah.
go through this hard thing?
Yeah, that's a good one. That got me through years of my life of,
Hmm.
like, just outgoing phone calls,
Hmm.
to save space. That's good.
Absolutely.
That's really good. Okay, anything else mindset? What can I let go of? Who can I connect with and share authentically? More deeper, like, I got the basics and can't wait to lay them all out, but any more? Mindset.
The mindset, this is again, it's so unique and personalized. I would never talking about the same two things with anyone, but um trying your best to just own your responses to things. We can't control the chaos of the world, so how can I respond differently to the world so that it doesn't get to overwhelm my life? So, what that looks like, that's such a hard question to answer, but,
Yep.
maybe again, maybe it's just awareness to start with is, what am I allowing to steal all my energy throughout the day? Where is all my mental energy going? And
Ah,
should it be going there?
yep, yep. I'm writing like, "Whoa, this is so good." Okay, so here's what I'm hearing. Like, I love me a step by step. So what I'm hearing is we feel a symptom, I call it a trigger or whatever. Step 1 is I gotta vocalize it. And I gotta
Yeah.
acknowledge it of, "I see you, Nadine. You are really scared right now, or you are really anxious right now, or you are like, I see it, but this is not you." So, like, the second thing is, this is not my identity. I am not anxious. It's just a symptom.
Mhm.
And I think if I just, like, start with that, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And then going to the basics. And I love these 4 basics. Like, what a great reminder of, like, "Okay, let's just check in. Here's my little check-in. Have I okay, let me go drink some water." Like, whether I need it or not, let me just take a sip of water. Like, let me breathe, right? And then what have I eaten today? Like, do I need whole foods? Am I starving and because I haven't made time to eat? Um, and then can I go for a walk? Like, sometimes when I'm really upset, I can go for a walk and it completely shifts me. It's amazing. And then do I need sleep? Like, do I need to go to bed earlier tonight? I love the 4 check-ins.
Mhm.
And then the mindset stuff, I got a ton there, and I got, like, what do I need to let go of?
Yeah.
And what I actually really got is what's mine to own and what's mine to release in this
Yeah.
situation. Like, what can I even control here? Like, what's going on politically? Like, what can I control, and what do I just
Mhm.
need to let go of and just trust God, right? Like, what's going on with a child of mine? Like, maybe they're struggling with something. It's like, well, what can I control? Okay, and what is mine to release? Like, what's mine to own and what's mine to release? Um, yes, is that any like
Absolutely, yes, and that
okay?
I know I'm gonna go on this a little bit more, but
Yeah,
the news, the political filter, that's a perfect mindset piece is filter what you're allowing
yeah,
into your mind. We don't need to hear all the evil things that are going on in the world, we know they're happening, so be
yeah,
very mindful of what you are allowing into your mind, just like you wouldn't put like, you're mindful of what you put into your body, you've gotta
yep.
put mindful of what you put in your mind.
It's almost like garbage in, garbage out, right? So if
Yeah,
I'm feeding myself all this hatred and anger and fear
absolutely.
and doubt and political uproar,
That's
like,
what we wanna let go. That's a great example of that's what
yeah,
we don't need in our life. We
because I
absolutely
can't
don't need
control
it.
it anyway.
Correct.
There is nothing that Nadine can do to
Correct.
make any, so why would I carry it?
Correct.
I can
Absolutely.
release that and focus in on what I can do, which is drink water or make myself a healthy meal or love my
Or
babies
maybe it
well.
is reach out because again, we don't have an emotional we never got the emotional manual. We didn't learn about it in school. So maybe it is listen to the podcast, reach out to a therapist. It's not
Yeah,
a sign of failure or weakness. It's a sign that, hey, we all need a manual to help get through these
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah, that's good. But I like the, like, what's mine to own and what's mine to let go of. That's really
Mhm.
helpful. Um, and then who can I connect with? Like, who can I, because I'm a verbal processor, right? So, like, what will help me
Absolutely.
shift my mindset is to be able to get on a call with somebody who listens, who will make space for me, but then remind me of truth.
Mhm.
So I like that. And then I like the where's all my energy going? Like, where's all my mental energy going? Like, maybe a check in at the end of the day that says, where did my mental energy go today? And where do I want it to go tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. Name, again, anchor in those beliefs. What do I want to feel? What do I want to do?
Yeah.
We need those reminders because otherwise we get stuck in that identity that we falsely put into our life.
Yeah. I think what you said about like us living in this chronic state, like at
Mhm.
80%, I mean, that's a decision. Like we decide that.
Yeah,
Nobody else can control that but my
yeah,
own decision of where I focus my mind, where I focus my thoughts, where I focus my energy, where like that's disheartening and empowering all in one.
absolutely. You're so right. I say that all the time. We are both like extremely powerful and powerless all at the same time. We are so powerful in our internal world, and we just have to let go of everything else.
Wow, that's so good. So as we wrap up this episode, Lauren, what would you say to wrap this all up?
I would say that even if you're feeling stuck, it usually means we just haven't been addressing the right thing. We've gotten stuck into that um, chasing symptoms instead of supporting the system.
Mm, that's so good. Sister, thank you for joining us today. It was so nice to be with you today. I hope you're walking away with some amazing things like I am, but let's let the signals be signal, right? Like let's let the symptoms, I should say, be a signal to go, okay, what do I need right now? And how do I like, help me to see the shadow in this and then help me to see what's mine to own. So I don't live in a chronic state, but I live in a healthy, unstuck, freedom, peaceful, joyful state. Because that's my desire for me and for each of us. And when we do that, I think we also model it for our children, right? Like I think if we can figure this out, I really actually think it could change the world
Oh, yeah, we can.
just by working on our own crap and our
Mhm.
own and managing our own mindset.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Lauren, for being with us. Thank you for listening, and we will see you at the next episode. You we will
Thank you.
we'll talk to you on the next episode. Bye, ladies.